Hello guys, and welcome back to episode 3 of this Let's Build for Outcast. And we're going to go ahead and get started with the second stage this episode, believe it or not. So what I will show you that I have completed is all I did was box it in. Was this wall. I decided to go with a little bit of a tower or high-end design. With this is now completed. I just added a crate there and some landing pads. The backside of landing pads actually kind of look nice, and I thought that would be a good addition to add there. Probably have to block that off. It's kind of bad, but I have this back area completed. All I wanted was just a little bit of canyon wall. This is where the teleport is going to be behind these crates, just so they're not shot off spawn. But I wanted to be nice and quick, and I might actually. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and add some ramps here just to hide that a bit. Just a bit, you know. I wonder, yeah, let's go far left. Let's hide it all. I mean, it's just a flood spawn, so nobody's gonna be that picky. If they are, well, they can be then. Just a nice easy run up, and I've just kind of been adding a few crates here and there just to make this feel like more of a holdout. But we did complete this side last episode, and like I said, I've been adding a little bit of detail to this wall. This is actually the 10 by 10 now. I've added mainly just wall doubles in this brace large. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the next phase, and that is phase 2. Which is actually surprising. So, I have just laid out some land that I figured I want more of a natural phase, which is gonna be really cool to make because I love using natural pieces into a linear map, and it just makes it feel less industrial, especially with the way this has kind of been leaning towards to. It's not gonna be common for us to go to a natural phase with all these cliffs already here, so it's a good substitution. Also, I'm gonna make this right here feel better also. Yeah, this is happening. There we go. There we are. Anyway, so I kind of want to go with a canyon-esque theme. It's gonna be like a short canyon, so let's go to some natural, some terrain. Let's go to cliff medium. Yeah, cliff medium. That'd be good. We're gonna lay that here, because what I want to do is I want to leave a little bit of space right here, because I want to move the flood teleporter for this phase and the main one to be right here, rather than having it a chance of 3 different, or back there, and that's just a lot more of a hassle to run. So we're gonna start the main teleporter here, and I'm thinking about having one over here also, which would be really nice. But we're just going to go ahead and add some more cliffs here. Let's see, because I want a divider. We're going to divide it, because you want to have all the players doing a little bit different. Let's see. I wonder if I want it. Not 45. There we go. Let's see. We want it this way? Or do we want it this way? This way for sure. Raise it up as much as we can. Oh, my boy Preacher. Hey, man, they always seem to show up online when I'm doing these. They always do this. Well, dang, I'm not getting this just how I want it. Let's merge it this way. I want it this side to be skinnier, but it's easier, or it's going to be quicker route to the humans. And then this side is going to be more of an open space, which is going to be really cool when you get all those flood, running at you. You have a lot of open space. You have a lot of just shots being fired, and it's going to look, well, hopefully, really cool. So let's just keep our fingers crossed for that. And I was thinking of having this kind of tighten up right here. We're gonna have the phase door-ish thing be here, and then we're gonna move on this way. We're gonna kind of just go around in a circle. Oh, and he wants a party invite. Well, he's gonna have to wait a little bit. So Let's see. Okay. And another thing is we want to add some detail to this. So let's twist that a bit. Yeah, that looks better. Let's add some detail. Actually, there's the piece I kind of want to see and try right here. So what we got? I want to do some overhang, you know, make it feel more like a canyon. So this is just a little bit of detail. I think goes well, and it's gonna be broken, so it doesn't have to be even. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. I just want to see if this looks alright to keep, and I hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. Damn. These brace larges are never fun to work with. Okay, so we're just gonna lay that on top. There we go, and we're gonna push this one this way. We're probably gonna have to line these up a little bit better. Yeah. Or let's push this one this way. There we go. Even though they're not fully centered. There we go. So we got like a little bit of broken bridge there. It just adds it'll add a good streak of lighting to go through. And I plan on having I think a hill. I think I'm gonna add a hill. A nice hill with some, I don't know, rubble or something. So let's see here. We're gonna use a hill medium. I like to flip them over because they have a more of a, I don't know, a better area to work with. So we're gonna use some nice building blocks just to simulate a little bit of brokenness. Maybe a 2x4 fell in the middle here. Maybe I should use a 2x4 then, right? Like it was supporting both of these and it kind of fell. There we go. And we're gonna sink this in a little bit more. Perfect. Well, that there we go. So it kind of broke between those two. Now it's uneven, and I might repeat this theme kind of going through this little small canyon, because that dynamic lighting, bro, or yo, bro, yo. Yeah, we're gonna twist it this way. There we go. We're gonna lower it, and I also have, or the game type that I'm gonna use is gonna have 75% jump height. So always keep that in mind, what type of game type you're gonna be using when you're doing these, because that's very important also when you're map building, just so you can keep it all in proportion of how you want it. So I might just keep that. Might just keep it that way. I don't know if I want to raise it any higher or not. Probably not. Okay, let's see, what do I want to do? So let's let's flip this over, because it's kind of got this nice platform to work with. If you flip over this, there we go. And then I want to use we're gonna keep running canyons here. Canyon, like these cliff mediums are, I love these pieces also. These are really just nice pieces to use. Okay, so this is, I want to have this spawn in a little bit after the humans are running, because I want them backpedaling, you know, shooting while backpedaling. It's gonna make this phase really nice and kind of intense, and be it's gonna be fun. So let's just not have it all. There we go. Maybe I'll tighten this up a bit, because we don't want to use too much space. There we go. That actually merges that even better. And then I want this to be more of an open space. I might have a similar thing over here, turning this corner, because we are going to, let's see, let's just bring a 4x4 again. I might be running talls, because this side I want it to be harder for the actually, you know what, no, let's flip that. Let's flip the script on that. Okay, we're gonna make this side harder for the infected to approach. Yeah. Yeah. Make this a lot more defensible. But I don't want them, you know, jumping on this. You know what? Let's raise this up. And let's add another one below it. I may have to, like, reverse it completely. So. Is that... work. Thank you. And it's not gonna be even. God dang. This... I don't really like that. Maybe let's use a medium. Because I don't want humans, you know, jumping on top of that. That'd be really bad. That looks absolutely terrible now. Okay, that was a terrible idea. Alright, we're just gonna keep this kind of on the low bound here. Yeah, this will be fine. This will be alright, and anything that we need to add, we'll just add a hill underneath it. Just to have the land kind of go with it better. Let's tilt it a bit there, and let's just add another. So we're at 200 pieces, and that's where I like to kind of stay for, depending on how many stages you have. The first phase I like to run about 100 to 150 to about 200. So I start second phase with 200 objects already used, you know, and then I run to the third stage. I have 300 objects used, and then run to the fourth stage, which usually is where I stop, and I have 400 objects used, and then I will have 100 or 250 extra to help with frame rate problems and whatnot, and it just makes it all easier. Now I don't know if I want, because we're gonna have to corner this. We're gonna have to do it, because I wonder. Let's see. Oh wow, Magnus on. Because I want this to be easier for them to hold this way, so I'm gonna tilt it. Or not easier. I want the infected guys to come this way and not have such a hassle, since we are making it the longer run essentially. But it's just gonna be kind of hard to tell, but this way is going to be a longer run, since they're gonna have to curve around. I may increase that even more, but we will have to see. I wonder if I want to raise that or lower it. I'm not sure yet. What I might do is that on the weird angle? Yep. So we're gonna grab this, and I just want to gradual down, because what you can do with when you do floor change, an easy trick to make it kind of merge easier together is just elevate it a bit, make it a little bit higher, and then you can add these pieces, kind of like what I'm doing, and you can merge it on itself much easier. And we want to lower it to about here. Yeah, that's gonna look fine. Oh yeah. And then plan on just hiding some of the objects. And then I might just reverse it over here. Let's just take a last look at this, because what I'm gonna say here, and it might just contradict myself, that would not look good on my part. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that'd be terrible. I tell you some advice or something, and then it fails, and that looks really good on my part, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. So we will add a packing large to this and just kind of hide it to the best of our ability. Yeah, and then we're gonna add a single. It's good to add detail to hide it, you know what I mean? So just to hide the flaws. So what do we got here? We got a platform that people are. I don't want them to necessarily stay up here. So I want them moving down into the open. And again, I'm gonna push these players out of their comfort zone to make the gameplay more interesting, and it's gonna be just better all together. And that's what you really want to do with linear maps. You got to push players out of the comfort zone of sitting by the door all the time, and that promotes gameplay tenfold most of the time, if done right. Mostly done right, but it's all good. There we go. There we go. And then I'm gonna have just some barricades and some more little pillar things. So yeah, this is looking all right. I'm liking this. I like outdoor stages. You can bring all the natural light in and just see how cool it all looks. And this canyon stage is looking pretty good so far. I'm liking it. The one piece I was looking for was the ramp stunt. I just want to back wall this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that did not work or something. I did something wrong. No, I did it right. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's wrong. Ooh, duplicated the wrong piece there. And then I'm gonna do the same over here. Yeah, I don't have it perfectly. There we go. Well, looks okay on the other side. There we go. A little bit of detail there. So we're gonna have the players gonna be pushed up here. Now they have no line of sight on the other side, and they're funneled into this very skinny area, which I'm gonna add some cover so the infected guys can push up, as well as this area over here. There's gonna be just more open broad, and I want kind of players sitting out here and moving around rather than stationed in one area. So what I might do is I'm gonna have a spawn. I don't want one necessarily over there, but I might have one coming from here, and it's just hard for them to see, and then the infected guys can run around and mess with the humans. But let's see, because then I'll have two areas come from there. If they push up, maybe I'll push them back. Yeah, I'll have something come from over here to push these guys back up here, to push them back. And then what I did here with the incline change is it adds a level of line of sight blocker to assist the flood also. So it's like I said, when you get closer to the door, you're more safe with your humans, but you're losing line of sight, and the only time the infected guys are actually seen is when they're actually on this 2x4, which is really good for gameplay also. So just all these little things that go into a map all work together hopefully seamlessly. So, and I might even add some railings. I like the railings in this in Master Chief Collection. I don't know, just the way they look here looks really nice. Let's make sure that humans can shoot over this. And this railings also add a level of comfort for the humans, because they feel it's a little bit more fortified, and it plays a role also into gameplay. So, yes. So we've already been going for 20 minutes, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and wrap this up. I think each stage is gonna take about 2 parts, which is perfectly okay. I'm okay with that. That's actually better. It gives me more time to explain every part of the stage as well as build it. So we got a lot of progress done on stage 2, because there's going to be less detail going into it. But there's going to be detail, but you know, like not structure wise. You don't have to figure out what piece goes where like this one. So the door is going to open, they're going to have to run. And this is also a transitional phase. So you don't have to use or constantly go with city, and you can change up the landscape. So having a second stage really that's different is actually beneficial, because now I can run back into a city theme instead of having it go in city, city, city. This is actually going to play a major role in the shift of things, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be good. I think I'm gonna finish up with this part right here. It's gonna rise up to the gate, and we're gonna magnetize this all together. We're gonna add some final details to go with this, but it's really hard working with angles, and this is I believe an easy way to avoid having just like blocks all mushed together. You know, you got a lot of Z fighting, and this is a good way of avoiding that, and it adds a level of maturity to your map also by having just detail like this. So yeah, I think this is good. I'm gonna just add some crates and some crates. What was I gonna? Oh, some of those leaves. Those leaves again. Alright, so another thing is the difference between adding crate cover right here is actually fairly important also. You want to add the crate cover, I would prefer here, as I'm going to do it in this map, because if you move it over here, that does absolutely nothing. The players could still sit here in this one area and they can shoot this way. So now if you add it here, and I'm going to be adding another one in some sandbags, you're eliminating that line of sight, and what that will do is it'll push players this way and up, and now they have less line of sight this way. But I want to push these players into a hub essentially, and it's gonna be their choice of what they want to do with it when they approach. But I kind of want to have a long line of sight here so they can push up and look through here with this. So what I'm talking about is they'll sit here and they can look at the right. Oh, dynamic line is taking a little bit longer now. So they can still look through here and shoot, but they push up to the right. They have less line of sight over there, but I don't want people sitting here all the time against the door. So this is why I have this approach from the left side, and I want players to kind of go venturous in this one. This is an outdoor stage, and the landscape is actually really helpful for this. It's not all the same, it's not all flat, and it's just goes well together. So man, the speed though, because it's not very fast. I thought it'd be a little bit faster, but I kind of want a backing up. I want the humans to back up as a group and just fire all together, and that teleport is going to go really nice, because the more you back up, the less you can't see it, and you can get here all the way and be pushed back. But the only problem I would have a problem with is if humans stayed up, but I don't want them. I doubt they'll do that, but I'll just make sure by having another teleporter over there to flank them, which is probably going to be even with this over here. So yeah, all in all, I think got more progress, and we got a second stage established here already. Probably gonna have to do a little bit more detail work with this here, especially. I may flip that. I just don't like the way that's looking. There we go. There we go. And then yeah, I think that's gonna cover it for this episode. So we definitely got a nice stage laid out. We know what's gonna happen. We know where the flood is going to approach from, and we want it to feel a little bit more open. And you know, I think this was all in all a good stage just to bring up. So yeah, and see you guys next time.